can be a great people, Kal-El. They wish to be. They only lack the light to show the way.
Hi everybody, welcome to the video and welcome to the flea market. This is take 2 at the flea market this week. I tried to film yesterday, but I forgot an extra battery. My battery still said 40% on the camera, but it kept dying every time I would hit the button. So this is take 2, back at the flea market. What are we looking for? We're looking for some big hits. We're looking for big, not necessarily pay low, sell really high, but just, try to make some good deals out there. And hopefully get some good bundle deals, items that sell really well, items that sell for a high average sale price. Looking for tech, of course. I'm looking for glassware. I'm going to really try to focus in on glassware and pottery if I can. Usually I tend to find that over at the Goodwills in better quantity and better quality. But let me know what you guys think of this trip. Drop a comment down below, like the video. If you guys want to see content from me, flea markets, Goodwills, the occasional garage sale. Not very much garage selling. But let's go ahead and get paid, get in there, see what we can find. Okay, today's a Friday, so we're not going to just jam over to see our usual vendors, people that we buy from regularly. Wonder how much I can get this for. If I can get it for a couple bucks, that'd be good. Thomas the Train. This actually might be good. Let's see. Don't want to deal with that. Where's my card at? My card's over there. This is the official Thomas the Train. No, they're not Thomas the Train. There's something else. There might be some Thomas mixed up in there. These aren't the wooden ones. One thing you need to be careful with are the batteries are inside, and they could be corroded on these. How do I know that? Because I've dealt with this before. Here's a Thomas. Oh, this is a Thomas one. I believe this is a Thomas one. Light up. Yeah, I think I'm going to pass on that. I thought maybe that if they were the wooden Thomas Train set, I definitely would be interested in picking that up. What do we have here? Microscopes? Yeah. And a computer here, too. Older Dell. This is how you open this guy up right here. This back here is a switch. Pretty old though. I mean, it's not a high-end switch or anything like that. Basically allows you to connect multiple devices to your network. Yeah, see, it's only 100 megabits. Not very good. Old. Oh, there's a camera on here. I didn't realize that. It's not a high-end camera. Okay. Still get my cart, move it around. Okay.
$1, $1, $1.
Is the keyboard $1 too?
No, ese no.
How much is this one?
$5.
5? Okay.
Oh, no, no, aquí no.
Yeah. Yeah, not for $5. Really have to be $2. They will sell for around 20. And 20 is the high end. It's more in between $15 to $20.
Mira el niño pelirrojo. Vamos. Ok. No, ok, pues porque no se van tantas si quieres saber. ¿Acomoda estos? $2 cada uno. Es que mi mamá tiene cáncer y me llevo con ella y se quedó peloncita. Le digo, mira donde te encontré. Como se la va con una, ¿no? Morado. ¿No quieren más café, hija, tú? ¿O no tomas café, verdad? Ya me acordé. ¿Mi vaso dónde quedó? ¿Cómo el carrito este? 5. Se me hace... ¡Ey, Chalana! ¡Ey! Alejandra, pensé que era tu foto. Pensé que eras tú. Canijo, ¿en serio? ¡Oh! ¡Wow! Marilyn Manson. Mira,
Oh, that's a speaker. I remember that. I have one of those. Oh. Do not get discouraged if you are not finding anything right off the bat, because at flea markets, and I've only been to flea markets here in San Jose, in California. I always find something. Plus, we're already in the hole for the day. 75 cents. Because that's what our entrance, 75 cents, because that's what our entrance fee was. Interesting. Alright, let's move down the way a little bit. I did want this set. Question is it complete?
Yeah.
How much are you asking?
150.
150?
Yeah. And it's got the magnets and everything on it. All best offers, honestly.
I'll have to think about it.
Yeah.
I was thinking about $50, but I'll come back.
See what it goes for. That's a retired piece.
Yeah, I know. It's cool. I have one in the box I don't want to open up because
Keep it in the box. This thing's already up to it's already
I know.
500, 550.
But I would like to build it.
Take it apart.
That would be.
Yeah, it's
All right, I'll think about it. Oh, it is. Oh, yeah. It's pretty jacked up, man. It's pretty well jacked up.
And I both. Nice. Yeah, it's nice. Kitchen. It has the major parts to it. Don't think it's missing stuff. If it's $1, it'd be good. Road trip. That's a funny one.
Smoke the ceiling.
Oh, it's not in there.
How much for your jacket? $2. I'll give you $1. Hey, Papa.
These little gauntlets. These are from Burger King. Some good hats in here. Oh, there's a boat. Oh, like a little diorama.
That's hell.
Smoky. Cart at. I make sure I keep an eye on my cart. All right. Got a couple things here.
Yeah.
How much for the books?
This one?
Yeah.
Like $5.
$5 for the books? Yeah, I'll take the books too.
Thank you so much.
Here's 7.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Cool, thank you.
You want to take it back?
No, I'm good. I got my cart.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much.
No problem. Oh, Roger. Okay, so the Barbie set was $1. Well, it's not a set, it's not complete, but it has a refrigerator, it has a stove, and each of those pieces should be about $10 each or so. Maybe 15 for the pair. So for $1, it's not bad. What are the rings cup? I sell these for about $10. If it's good in there, yeah. It lights up and says, "Oh man, it's dusty." And then the books. The books should be about $20 to $25. Oh, there's music over here. Let's go this way. There's some music over there, so try to do better at avoiding music and copyright issues.
Penny, come here.
Because the last week I was having tons of problems with copyright stuff. Let's take a look over here. Okay. So those, the people I just showed you right now, and the reason why I don't really go through there is because they go through their stuff really well. Better than Goodwill. So they'll go through their items, I mean, everybody misses stuff. Everybody does. Everybody misses things all the time, but they really, really comb over all their items incredibly well. So the items that are out there are just electronics. They do test them out, so if it's electronics, it's usually just junk electronics, nothing really of incredible value. And then toys and everything is all searched and everything, and so you're not really gonna get the best quality there, even though it looks like it. Or I shouldn't say quality. You're not gonna get the best items for resale there. Trust me, I've already put in the work. I've already gone through it. Did a lot of squatting there at that place. And he's only here on that vendor is here usually Wednesdays and Fridays and the occasional Saturday. Alright, there's some music over here. Let's go around the corner.
Mira, ahí anda el chismoso, mira, ven.
There you go.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Me andan pagando los zapatos, el pantalón. No, mijo, 5
There we go. Okay, we're gonna pick up those Sharks jerseys. So you can see I paid $20 for both of them, so $10 each. And I should resell them for about between $50 and $75 each. I'm not sure on the player though. I'm not a huge hockey fan. Let's go take a look over here and see what we can find. Okay, what? GFB. Not much like you zoom in there. Nike FB, Nike soccer, football shoes. They're interesting. I'm intrigued. Maybe like indoor soccer. Bunch of Legos. A project I really don't want to get into. It's mixed up with Connects as well. Let's go take a look over here really quick. I'm gonna park my cart kind of right here. I wanted to see what that was. I didn't know. Humidifier. All right. It's a rose glass, probably. Oh no, that's not what. Yeah. Let's just say that is not a rose. It's a nice wallet. Buxton. Clean. Buxton's definitely a good brand. I haven't found it in a while. Try about $20 on that is what it would go for. IKEA makes everything.
Give me $3, 2 for $5.
Star Trek.
$2 no. $1, $3, 2 for $5.
It's kind of cool. A flask. Not too many flasks though. Durango, that's kind of cool. That's a flask.
Cómprele, llévele.
Jack Daniels. Yes, kind of cool. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Some Surface tablets. It's an older one. It's been sitting in the sun too. Yeah, Windows RT. Those will go for about $30. So this is a Apple tablet, old style connector. Yeah, I might pick this up for myself. We play a lot of Monopoly with my family. Only one. Own your own bank card. Track your wealth. Open. See if we can open that, and then we might make a deal on that. Okay, so I did buy the Monopoly set, and that is a personal purchase. I'm gonna look at the glass over here really quick. Hold on. Kind of been holding on to this, and $4. I usually only see the tiny paperweights. Never seen anything this large before, so for $4, pick that up. It's not Murano or anything. Just a cool decorative piece, probably from TJ Maxx from back in the day. What do we got? Any good keyboards? That's a decent router. Okay. Okay. All right, let's check the next aisle. I was just looking at a couple of knives right now. Nothing wild, like $20, $25 knives. And I asked the price, and he goes 80 and 50. I'm like, holy cow! And I've seen those knives before. I've looked at them before. I've seen all the same stuff in that guy's booth for probably about 3 weeks now, and nothing's really moved. When you come here as often as I do, you see, them bring the same stuff over and over again, and I don't know. Sometimes I know I negotiate down sometimes, but $80 to $50? Whew. I would show you, but there was a lot of music playing over there. I mean, there was nowhere for me to start. I'm not gonna start the negotiation anywhere. I'm just gonna walk away. How much on the purses and the bags? 3? Okay. 4? Okay. Okay, I'll think about it. Thank you. There's a little bit of damage on it. Are you sure? I don't know. Okay, I'll take it. It's fine. One, two, three. There you go. Thank you. So the sports sack, which is good, but zipper was broken. There's a bit of a tear. I really didn't want to buy it, but she went down to $3, and I couldn't say no. I'll blow it out really low.
Es que no decía bien, ya.
In great condition, it's probably $40, maybe $50, but I'll probably just sell it quick for $15. It'll sell fast. One of the zippers is still working, and I don't think the tear takes away too much from the ability to close it.
The cheese one?
What do we got over here?
To have service, huh? You need to have service like that.
How much on the trackpad? 10? No. Can you do 7 on it? Would you do 7? $7? $8? All right. I'll tell you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Apple trackpad, that'll sell very quickly for $25. I did negotiate a little bit down, so I got $2 off. And the reason why I did that was to account for my shipping supplies, what it's going to cost me to ship it out. So that's the reason why I did that. Why I negotiated down a little bit just to make sure I cover the cost of my shipping in the item. You always got to think of that. You got to think of how you're going to ship that item out. What are you going to use to ship that out? If it's a box, it's going to cost a little bit more than a poly bag. Then if it's a bubble mailer, it's going to cost a little bit more than just a non-padded bubble mailer. So taking the $2 off will help cover that cost. And then after fees and everything, we'll make $10 on it. But it'll be a fast $10. They'll sell. As soon as I list those, they sell rapidly. Just make sure you check the battery compartments. On any electronics, check the battery compartments. Make sure there's no corrosion. I just saw a controller, which is a pretty good controller. They wanted 25 on it though. Pop the battery compartment, all corroded on the inside. What's going on here? This is different. The person isn't usually here. I'm a little bit confused. I'm a tad bit confused. There's a computer. Hello. Wow. It's like eBay tape. Titty rock spin. What's in there? What's in there? Give me that. Give me that. That's what was in here. Bunch of Lego pieces. Older set. What is it? What is it? Random city? Don't look like Lego pieces. Yeah, they're not. Yeah, not all Lego. Oh. Okay, what do we buy? We bought a big giant box of thermal labels. It's really heavy. It's weighing down the whole thing down there. So I got a bunch of thermal labels. Thermal labels, got a computer, and thermal labels, computer. What else did I get? Thermal label, computer. Trying to remember what else I bought there. Thermal label. Well, the big box of thermal labels are down there. It's a bunch in there. It's really heavy. I got the computer. Oh, I got the little. Oh, that's right. I got this little recycle purse too. Yeah, with bottle cap purse. Oh, and just a random charging cord that might. I don't know. I'm gonna try to figure out what that goes to. It's pretty unique. But right across the way, we spotted this backpack. It's a Timbuktu. This should sell for about $40. Got the whole backpack for $10. There's a bunch of Legos in there. I took a gamble and paid $10 on the Lego for the Legos. So originally the backpack was just a little dirty. Backpack was just $4, but for the Legos and everything, it was $10. She wanted me to take them out, but I just offered her, I was like, how much you want for all of it? She said $10, so we'll gamble. But the other cool thing is New Kids on the Block keychain. Vintage? Yeah, definitely vintage. Cool keychain. I don't know, maybe about $15 or so for the keychain. My wife might keep it. We'll see. But pretty cool. A couple of cool finds here. This backpack's a really nice backpack. It is new with tags, but I might not sell it that way because it's kind of dirty on the bottom. I might sell it new other if it's going to give me the option for new other or open box, or I might just put used and state that it's new with tags but has condition issues. And then the Legos is a gamble. I don't know what the new Lego's going to be. And you might think $10 and the $40 is still pretty good, but this backpack is going to sit for a while. It's not going to be a backpack that sells that quickly. And quickly for me is within a month. It'll probably sit for about 2 months is what I'm guessing. It might go quicker. It might go slower, but on average, it'll be about 2 months. Take about 2 months to sell. The Legos are a totally different story. No idea really what's in there. Appeared to be a lot of tan pieces, so maybe like a desert scene or something. I don't know. I have no idea. So we'll go through that later, and I'll fill you guys in on what I find. Hey everybody, welcome to the end of the video, and I hope you guys enjoyed that trip over to the flea market. It was a really nice day out there, and we got some great items. As you can see, I got those thermal labels, which are great. I mean, there's like probably about over 5,000 labels in there. It's going to last me a while. Always on the hunt for supplies, because supplies can get pretty pricey. And if I don't have to order something and I get it at a great deal, hey, and I'm going to be picking that up. Also, too, with those Legos inside the backpack, they turned out to be a Harry Potter set, so I got enough figures out of there, probably about $30 in figures, and then I ended up getting finding a Nintendo Switch controller in there, which also sold for $30. So it helps because the backpack does kind of have a faint cigarette smell to it, and cigarette smell is notorious for not coming out of anything it's in, and I avoid it like the plague. So I probably won't be selling that backpack. It's very faint. I can detect it, and I probably won't sell it. But I was able to find other items in it that made my money back on that deal. So I'm gonna get on to the topic. I have a few unique items I wanted to show you guys. Still a lot of bread and butter stuff, but I was able to get like 3 kind of unique items that I wanted to show you guys, and I'll picture them up here, and a little bit towards the end. But I wanted to talk about an article I was just reading. It's a little more, reseller business kind of stuff. It kind of touches on what I was talking about in my previous video on my secondary channel. But it's about Apple. They're having some layoffs, about 600 people. They're ending their electric car endeavor. So they are laying off those people that were a part of that. But in the article, there was a little small paragraph here. It says, Apple hasn't been forced into the same kind of downsizing as its tech peers, largely because the iPhone maker grew more slowly than the rivals during the pandemic. Now, so if you are familiar with what's going on in tech, or if you follow, news about layoffs, that Apple laid off a few thousand people eBay laid off a few thousand people not too long ago. And other tech companies are also laying off as well, but for, sake of this channel, we're primarily selling on eBay. And there was a big, a lot of people talking about those layoffs, and is there trouble at eBay, whatever. But eBay is a tech company, and Apple, what that little paragraph said is that Apple proceeded through the pandemic in a cautious manner. So they didn't go hiring a bunch of people. What did everybody need when they were, during the pandemic, and everybody was working from home, or they were just sitting at home watching TV? All these companies like, Netflix, all, eBay, people shopping online, Amazon, they needed help. They needed people to come in because all of a sudden this huge amount of customers really had nothing else to do except work from home and watch TV and shop online. So they needed to hire, and they needed to hire quickly. And Apple took another approach. They kind of took a step back, and they decided to maybe not hire. I mean, they were still hiring. Don't get me wrong. They were still hiring, but they just were being cautious about it. They had the foresight to be able to kind of not really predict, but kind of be like, all right, we see what's happening. Let's just take a step back and think about what's going on. Because, they probably knew, we all knew that, the pandemic probably wasn't going to last forever. And so they don't have to lay off as many people as other companies did. Like eBay had to lay off all these people because they hired all these people. And now on my secondary channel, I was talking about how UPS or USPS, United States Postal Service, was paying out less to FedEx to the tune of $700 million. There's $700 million difference in the decline from 2020 and 2023. So things are coming back down to normal. So that bubble that was created in the reselling world because of the pandemic, or just online shopping in general, I should say, has kind of burst. Some of us took it harder than others, but kind of burst, and now we're kind of coming back down to normal. And so what happens to all those people that were hired by all these companies? Well, they had to get, unfortunately, they had to get let go. Maybe they really needed all that help of all those people. Maybe they didn't. Who knows? Apple had the foresight to be able to kind of see a bit into the future and make educated guesses, educated decisions as to how to proceed as far as hiring. And so therefore, they don't really have to, let go of a bunch of people like other people also. Another company, Nvidia too. Nvidia made some smart decisions as far as, in AI, and they don't really rely on consumers. They are more relying on their business to business transactions, and they're actually doing incredibly well too. So, and why do I mention that? I mention that because we have to be smart in business. We have to be smart in our recent, no matter what size you are. I'm just me and my wife. That's it. Some people are just one person operations. And, we still have to be smart with what we're doing. We have to be able to predict what's going to happen, have a little bit of foresight into, the future. And how do we do that? I use and rely heavily on my knowledge of the past. And I'm also looking online. I'm following trends. I'm reading articles. What's trending right now? I'm, on eBay almost all the time during the day. I'm constantly looking up, comps. I'm looking at seeing, what are people selling right now? What's popping up on my eBay feed. When you pop up on eBay, it's gonna. Let me just go right to the main homepage.
Like when you pop up, it'll give you what did you last look at? It'll start giving you recommendations. You know, what is it recommending to me? You know, what is hot right now? Because obviously it's not going to recommend, you know, stuff that, you know, people were looking at a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It's giving you stuff that people are looking at right now. So you gotta pay attention to that stuff. So that way you can be on the lookout for those types of items. I mean, if that's what you want, you know, eBay will kind of show you stuff, you know, that's, you know, that you're looking at or that you're constantly searching up. So yeah, it'll kind of know you a little bit. So, you know, when I look at a lot of toys and collectibles, and so, you know, that's what it's showing me. So it's showing me the latest and greatest that people are searching for, and what's trending. So, gotta pay attention to that stuff. You gotta pay attention to that stuff. You know, clothing resellers, you know, it's a little bit easier as far as, you know, predicting what's to come, because you kind of follow the seasons. You know, you're not selling a lot of jackets during the summer. You're not selling shorts during the winter. So it's a little bit easier for people that are more in other categories like we are. You know, it's a little more difficult because, you know, our items. Yeah, I'm listening right now. I'm listening to a bunch of these little nesting dolls. You know, these don't really follow a season or anything. I mean, I just know these sell. But you know, at some point they may fall out of favor. They may drop in price, and it's kind of hard to kind of, you know, foresee that. But you have to continually try to improve and get better at everything you're doing. Got to be smart. You can't be, you know, just buying up a bunch of inventory just because you need inventory. You know, it's kind of this, you know, the same principle as what I told you about the article about Apple. You can't just, you know, just start, you know, to kind of relate it. You just can't start buying just all kinds of inventory, buy, and then you're listing garbage. You know, you can't do that. You gotta find items that people want, things that are trending, things that are, things that have a customer base. So, and like I always say, you can always get help online. You know, back in the day, we didn't have YouTube. It was really school of hard knocks. We just had to learn as on the job, basically on the job learning. You know, we bought it, and if it was good or bad, we kind of failed. In the beginning, I started out in sports cards, so, you know, in the sports cards world as well too, it's a little bit easier because, you know, the value of cards and stuff, you know, kind of goes along with how a player is, you know, performing on the field. You know, or off-season stuff. You know, it's off-season, you know, people don't tend to, follow that sport. They'll switch over to other sports and, you know, out of sight, kind of out of mind. Sport comes back around, people start buying it again, like sports hats and stuff. You know, sporting gear. You know, when the NFL season starts coming, you want to start loading up on NFL gear if that's what you sell, or if you're into sports or memorabilia or whatever. So, you know, there's my talking points on that little subject. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments down below. If it made sense, if you liked it. You know, just a man who's behind the camera right now, or in front of the camera, I should say. Okay. Let's see. What are we doing? I still haven't found out if I can film at eBay yet or not. Trying to figure out how to get in contact. They're always so. Yeah, everybody talks about how hard it is to get in contact with eBay. And you know, I got, you know, an official email from I have someone's name and, you know, an ambassador and all that stuff, and I got a security pass, but yet I have no way of any, like, no direct email to anybody there. But we'll see. We will see. You know, if I can, you know, rub elbows with some people at eBay, you know, hey, maybe that'll help me or help other people. Who knows? But if I can bring you guys any help, any information, I'll definitely try to do that. I need to replace my battery here, but let's get to the what sold right after this. Okay, let me get out of the little thing right there. All right. Okay, so everything's going to appear right over here really quick. And first thing off is this Crossley Selectomatic is what they call it. And it's just one of those old school diner type of mini jukeboxes that would be on the table. If you guys remember that one place called Johnny Rockets. I think they had one on the table too. I don't know if there's any more Johnny Rockets around. Let me know down below. Are there any more Johnny Rockets in your area? not that it was the best food in the world, but I did like their hot dogs, and their fries were always pretty good. Really like that old school diner vibe that they have. But this is sold for $40. I got this at the flea market. I got a big old bundle full of items, so maybe I remember I didn't get that many items with this purchase when I purchased this. So this is probably a little bit higher, more in the $3 to $5 range. But sold for $40, and it's going to Australia. So, for those of you that do ship internationally through eBay's global shipping program, once this item gets to their hub, which is in Chicago, then everything's good to go. You're golden. You don't have to worry about returns. If it breaks in shipping, if it gets lost in shipping, because it's going to go overseas, so it's going to have a rough journey. And I've had items where it's taken over 3 months to get there. It's been stuck in customs. And then the buyer will request a refund. And then eBay just, don't worry about it. We've taken care of them. You're taken care of. Case closed. No bad feedback, no nothing. So you keep your money. Buyer gets their money. You don't get any bad feedback or anything, or no strikes on your account. Nothing. You're good. So that's the one great thing about the international shipping program. The one bad thing about it is that the buyers have such a high cost. I really don't know, what the costs are. I mean, this came in, and I believe it said something around $127 for it. That's total. That's with shipping and everything. I don't see the actual shipping cost, because all I see is how much it's going to take to get it to Chicago, and that's it. So, yeah, the shipping cost is going to be a lot for the buyer. But as a seller, there's no worries. You just got to package it up, send it off, and that's it. It's done. It's just got to make it to Chicago, and that's it. So, great purchase, and $40, sold relatively quickly. I think this took about 3 days, so really cool sale. I beat all the if you were talking about sell-through rate, I beat the sell-through rate on this one, because it shouldn't have sold that quick, but it did. So, we don't really follow sell-through rate here. We just buy items that sell. That's it. Here's another great item. Another item with really no sell-through rate at all, but it's a Guinness keychain sold for just under $10. I think it was like $9.80. But I only got it for $1, and I got a big old bundle full of other items for $1 as well too. It was like a dollar bin, so I pulled this out. It's Guinness. When it comes to beer, this is one of my favorite beers. But I don't really drink that much beer. But I knew this would sell, and I had to make sure it worked, though. It is a little LED, and sure enough, it did work, and sold for almost $10. So really cool little sale. Small things like this, when I'm picking it up for $1 or $2, and they're small, they're only going to sell for maybe about $10, maybe $15. They got to be able to survive a trip in a poly bag. I'm not going to be buying anything like glass or mugs or anything like that, and having to box it up, and it's only selling for like $9. I'm not doing that. It has to be able to go in a poly bag and survive a trip in a poly bag, because boxes are more expensive than poly bags. Poly bags are pretty cheap compared to other shipping supplies. Okay. Then the last item I want to show you guys is old cameras. Be on the lookout for these old cameras. This is a Samsung Gear 360, sold for $75, and brand new. It was brand new, sealed in the package. Be on the lookout for these old cameras. They sell them all the time. I actually sold 2 more too as well yesterday. So a digital camera, smaller, compact little digital cameras. So you want to be on the lookout for these cameras. They still sell. Every time I post these things on, on TikTok or on Instagram or on here on YouTube on the shorts, people always, always comment, who's buying these old cameras? No one's buying these things. We have cameras on our phones, but people still buy them. I still use digital camera. I use a digital camera right now to film this. I have digital cameras to take pictures with. I have, I have GoPros. Those aren't really digital cameras, but digital cameras are still in use. They're still cool, and people still need them and want them. And this Gear 361, I thought about using it myself, but I really wasn't sure if I'd be able to use it, if the software was kind of out of date. I wasn't going to be able to get the software for it. or editing the footage. I was kind of on the fence. I decided, you know what, I'm really not going to ultimately use it. So I sold it. $75, pretty cool. It's out the door. Otherwise, that's everything for today. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please hit the thumbs up button to like it. And subscribe. Please subscribe if you do like this content and you watch the video. Also, hit the bell notification. All of these videos come out Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Secondary channel is Gem Shorts. If you want to catch any, the latest news, updates, my insights on what's happening in the reseller world, positive or negative is what we go over. We'll catch you in the next video.